Hey, yo, what's Gamer Players? It's your boy, Desmond Sharpman, back out here on this Madden NFL 21 franchise mode. And we are here with another 1 o'clock game here in week number 14. In this matchup, we have the Detroit Lions, who are basically fighting for their playoff lives as they take on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers, who are currently the third seed in the NFC playoffs, and they have already clinched the NFC North division with their last game. So now all they're focused on now is where they're gonna be landing come playoff time. So here are the playoffs right now, and as you can see, the Packers are currently the third seed. And their current matchup could be against the LA Rams, which has probably been there ever since we've looked at the playoff picture to start with. But the Packers and Lions are gonna duke it out. Lions looking to keep their playoff hopes alive. Now, if you didn't see the last matchup between these two, go back and check out week number 2, and you'll see that the Lions took on the Packers in Green Bay, and the Packers were able to beat the Lions in and that game wasn't even tight at all. The Packers just completely dominated the Lions in that one, winning 38-10. You can see the stats. You can see Ryan Gilmore. He didn't play that. He didn't play that well with the 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions that he threw. And the thing about it is, they couldn't stop Richard Westbrook, but now they have a new teammate in Cam Baker. So we will see. We will see how well he plays this time around with the Lions against this Packer team. And also, if you have not seen the rest of Week 14, make sure to go check it out. And also, don't forget, I let you. I've already let you guys know what happened with the Vikings and Bucks game. If you didn't notice what happened, go check out the third 1 o'clock game, Cardinals and Giants, and that will get you caught up on what actually happened in this game. But if you haven't seen the rest of Week 14 though, make sure to go check it out so you won't miss it. And don't forget to check out the last 13 weeks as well, so you guys will be caught up throughout this entire season, because we are almost near to the finish line. We're almost near to the end of the season to see which teams will be the representatives in the playoffs. So, with that, let's head up the Ford Field in Detroit, because the Packers and Lions, they get set to have their rematch. Let's go.
Opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers was heard for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Green Bay Packers.
And you can see the NFC South division standings. The Packers have already clinched the division. All the Lions need to do now is try to avoid elimination.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two of the best in the business.
Alright, so the Packers, they're going to kick it off to the Lions to start the game. So we will see Ryan Gilmore and that Lion offense. We're going to see how they turn things around against this Packer team. Anyways, we're underway from Ford Field. And this one's not going to be returned, so the Lions will begin their first drive at the 25-yard line. And Ryan Gilmore set to lead this Lions offense. And Ryan Gilmore, he's played a tremendous season. He's just looking to improve. He is just looking to improve a bit more. And also, the rookie, DeAndre Swift, he's probably going to be seen a lot in this game, so this is going to be his debut game. And they're going to hand it to Swift. And he'll go down at the 37 in an early first down for Detroit. And here's Swift again. And Swift, he'll go down right at midfield at the 50. First down Detroit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
So 2 quick runs leading the first.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw.
Gilmore rushing out of the pocket and he throws it away.
The lines move there, look like nobody open, now second down. An incomplete pass on first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Gilmore. Here comes the pressure. Firing. And that one's complete by TJ Hawkinson. And he'll go down, getting this inside the 20. And the Lions have a first down.
First and 10. Nothing by Charles. Let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they get one against you,
And here's DeAndre Swift. And he'll go down at the 13-yard line. Again, a 6.
well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Gilmore. And he's going to find Cam Baker. And down he goes. Gets this to the 5.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And you figure that they'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
First and goal. Swift.
And the Lions are going to be
And he'll go down right at the 1-yard line.
but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead.
And Swift, and he's in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
There's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been
Well, it seemed like the Lions have waited too long, but they finally wanted to make it happen. DeAndre Swift, his first NFL touchdown run. Extra point is good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And Valdez Scantling is not going to return this one, so this one's going to be a touchback.
Will start at the 25, leading the
So
Packers.
Aaron Rodgers set to lead this Packer offense.
Doing so since 2008. That's the great Aaron Rodgers.
I know we were assigned this game, but let's face it, this is the one we wanted, isn't it? Get a chance to watch an MVP candidate perform down the stretch just 4 weeks ago. How are you feeling about his chances?
Well, I think he certainly has a shot. It's going to determine what he does and what the others around him do for these last 4 weeks. But more MVP chatter, it seems like every year.
And here's Aaron Jones.
This year's going to be no exception.
And not much there. He picks up only a gain of a yard.
Plays up to his capabilities. I think he's
And those are his stats in his last game.
Numbers for Jones last week: 14 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they clinch a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's
Rodgers. And he's going to find his receiver, Richard Westbrook.
And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought
And
down
he'll go down at the 32.
Thing we do know, he's going to get his catches as they move forward.
A gain of 6. Now third down.
Focus on not giving up the
Lions looking for a stop. Rodgers downfield for Richard Westbrook. And down he goes inside the 30 to the 27.
catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Now the Lions really had this issue the first time, keeping Westbrook contained. He already has 2 catches.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers
And here's Aaron Jones, left side, and Jones. And he'll go down at the 3-yard line. Brings up a 1st and goal. Just like that.
Success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
And Aaron Jones, he's in for a Packer touchdown.
Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight ahead power, and they got it done.
And here's Mason Crosby. And he puts it in. And he ties the game at 7.
Touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
So the Packers did not waste not a single time. After they had gave up a touchdown on the other side, they score on their own.
This will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And here comes Detroit.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin
And you can
today,
see the teams who are currently in the hunt.
see how it plays out.
The Falcons, the Bucks, the Panthers, and the Cowboys
Because to me,
are currently in the hunt.
can win this whole thing.
And Gilmore, he's sacked. Cam Baldwin, he gets the sack that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, Not a great start.
But the thing about it is, the Packers are the only team that have clinched the playoffs so far. They're the only team in the NFC to clinch the playoffs. Everybody else hasn't clinched yet because their division is still not clinched. The Saints still haven't clinched theirs. The Niners still haven't clinched theirs because Seattle's still right behind them. Gilmore, and he's gonna find Cam Baker, and they'll bring him down at the 27. A gain of 16, now it's third.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. These two teams all tied after one. On third down, they drop to throw. Eluding the pressure.
Gilmore throwing the other way, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage.
It was too much pressure coming at Gilmore,
Defenses want to try
and the Packers made him pay.
discouraged him from taking off.
And here's Westbrook, and they'll bring him down, getting us to the 30-yard line.
It'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And they have secured that spot in the playoffs, clinching the NFC North Division, in fact. So for the moment, they would be hosting a wild card game in round one.
And I think it is cause for celebration. Let's not get hung up on the fact that only one team now
And here's Jones,
in the first round.
and he'll go down at the 33-yard line.
And by the way, they are guaranteed a home game. That's a good way to start the playoffs. That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they have to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up for the goal.
Rogers, and open is Devontae Adams, and he'll go down at the 46-yard line.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse and still accurately throws it.
And here's Jones, and he'll go down at the 47.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked to turn to the side.
Flush to his right.
Rogers, deep ball, and that's intercepted. Rogers was trying to go for a big play, but instead the Lions defense made him pay for doing that, for trying to do that. And here's Swift, and it looked like he didn't go anywhere that time.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. You mentioned very early on that he would establish a running game for this young QB. We haven't been able to do that though in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things
And here's Swift again, and this time he picks up only a 2-yard gain there.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes your crosses get challenged, at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
And Gilmore trying to get away, but he's sacked. Preston Smith gets the sack.
Sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from
So the Lions, they're going to punt it away.
The best multitasker in the business. The coach.
And Richard Westbrook, it looked like he had some room there, but he's tackled at midfield.
Yards all told. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, sounds like things balance out, right? This
Rogers and complete Devontae Adams. And he'll go down across the 40 to the 38 in a first.
that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
And Rogers goes down.
Second back right at the midfield stripe. And a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against the long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, you better get home.
Rogers, and open is Devontae Adams, who scores a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
And a great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter.
And here's the extra point by Crosby. And he's got it.
He's got it. It's
That was
a
14-7.
ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And McKissick, he's not going to return this one, so this one's going to be a touchback.
25-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to.
Gilmore, and he's going to find Kenny Galladay.
It's a big decision.
And they'll bring him down across midfield at the 48 in the first.
They'll use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down,
Gilmore, and that's intercepted. Adrian Amos picks it.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback.
Oh my.
It's gonna be one when he
I don't know if Gilmore was trying to throw it to Johnson.
And his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
Wow.
2nd year, as you noted, on the job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Rogers. Oh!
the drive there is incomplete.
But defensively,
Josh Williams' team just got leveled on that.
defense, you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And Rogers throws incomplete.
Incomplete.
They've done defensively here in the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. They'll be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Rogers, and he's going to find Richard Westbrook. And he'll go down at the 1-yard line.
Dropped at the 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Rogers. And that one's knocked away. Good defense there by Josh Terry.
One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal.
Rogers again, and this time he gets hit again, but this time it's incomplete.
He was out for action sooner. It may have been a fumble. They really like a short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
3rd and goal, and Rodgers finds Westbrook. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown reception. And the Packers add on to their lead. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Crosby for the point after.
Here's Crosby. And he puts in the extra point.
It is now 21-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kicks away.
And no returning here from McKissick. This one's going to be a touchback.
Late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee?
And here's Swift. And he'll go down at the 42-yard line. 5 seconds remain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play.
And Gilmore, and that's intercepted. Darnell Savage picks it, and that's going to do it for the first half.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with John.
The Lions got to be careful. They're 1 loss away from being eliminated.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14.
Up next, we're going to be up in Cincinnati. The Cowboys are also trying to avoid elimination as they take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Then the last 4 o'clock game in Chicago. Bears trying to snap that 12-game losing streak as they host the visiting Houston Texans.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. And our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Now this first half has been alright. The Packers with the lead over the Lions. Lions trying to avoid being eliminated from playoff contention, while the Packers are trying to extend their win streak and remain the 3rd seed. And this one's not going to be returned, so this one's going to be a touchback.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trying back out. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lot.
Here's Rodgers.
It certainly looks like he's going to
Rodgers has all day, and he's going to find Josh Williams-King with so many defenders in the area. I don't understand that right there. I don't understand that right there. Rodgers had all day to throw that one, and then the defender's right there, and I don't know why he didn't take it.
And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now, if you ever saw your teammates do that, you would be upset, because that was an interception right there, but he ended up not taking it. As Rodgers again finds Williams-King, trucks a defender, and he'll go down inside the 20. And you also got to understand, once one receiver has been taken over, you've got to understand, Williams-King's not going to be left alone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone.
Rodgers, and he's going to find Aaron Jones. And he'll go down at the 7-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Now the Packers are just pouring it on.
3 plays, 3 passes. first and goal.
They're not even worried about the division anymore. All they're worried about is where they're gonna land, where they're gonna spot, where they're gonna be spotted in the playoffs. Because they're currently the 3rd seed. They're trying to move. They're trying to move a bit more. And Jones is driven backwards to the 9.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Yes, indeed. That reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have a suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, we call it the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
And Rodgers, he's gonna get rid of this pass.
Incomplete. Incomplete on the throwaway. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Rodgers, and that's not the way. Good defense there by Josh Terry. Brings up a 4th down.
Their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
And Crosby kick is good as he extends the lead. It's 24-7.
It's 24-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field.
And McKissick's not going to return this one, so the Lions set to begin their next drive.
So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
And here's Swift. And he'll go down at the 33-yard line. 2nd and 2 after a gain of 8.
You got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Gilmore. Downfield for Cam Baker. And he'll go down at the 17-yard line.
49 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out.
Gilmore looking. He's going to run.
Take off with it.
And he'll go out of bounds at the 11.
And at the 11 or the 12. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Gilmore pressure. He's sacked.
Brought down at the 20-yard line. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mark,
3rd and 13. Gilmore end zone. And that's picked. For the 3rd time already.
So another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
and as you would expect, still
Gilmore was just looking good to come into the game, but all of a sudden 3 interceptions in his game?
evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. And it's over.
Rodgers. And he's going to find Adams. And he'll go down at the 15-yard line.
Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down.
And here's Aaron Jones. And Aaron Jones now go down at the 34.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And this is an example breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So unfortunately for Detroit, it looks like the nightmare is gonna continue to happen to them.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And here's Jones again. And they'll bring him down at the 43-yard line.
I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bowl. And I think it was this situation he was in.
2nd and 1. Rodgers has all day again. And this time it's intercepted.
It's Desmond Trufant.
It looked like Rodgers had somebody open, but it was too many people over there in the area. Gilmore caught by Kenny Galladay, and I thought he got into the end zone, but he stopped at the 1.
He's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme.
Gilmore. Oh, and that one's dropped.
I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on.
Gilmore, and this time he finds Baker. Touchdown Detroit.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. And this is about a 2-step.
Matt Prater puts in the extra point. Now the Lions are only down by just 10.
Got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. After the touchdown.
So Matt Prater to get this one away. And Valdez Scantlin's not going to return this one, so this one's going to be a touchback. And here's Aaron Rodgers.
Set to begin their drive. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
Pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever. Vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that one you love? What's that? Four verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big, big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great.
So 1st and 10 here for Green Bay. And here's Jones.
He's upended after a game.
And not much there. He gets to the 27.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. This offensive line is really hunkered down.
And Aaron Jones. And he almost got there.
No doubt about it.
But he was a bit short.
All you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Rodgers looking to throw.
3rd down. Rodgers. And that one is caught by Williams King for a 1st down.
A great pickup there. 35 yards.
And Ryan Gilmore, he can't believe it. He can't believe it.
Certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The Lions have had their struggles. They still can't stop this pass game. I mean, no matter how far the Packers are in the lead, you still gotta stop the pass game. Cause doesn't mean they're trying to run clock. Doesn't mean they still won't pass it. You gotta pay attention. A gain of 3 on that carry by Jones.
Got some smiles on his faces, and I know it sounds crazy. They practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from.
And here's Jones. And he'll go down at the 27-yard line.
He's got a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Packers on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. Rodgers to the end zone. Caught by Westbrook. Touchdown Green Bay.
Packers touchdown. Green Bay.
In order to lead in the game, you're going to need plenty of contributors. That's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys.
I just don't understand how do they keep leaving their receivers wide open. I don't understand it.
Extra point try now for Crosby.
And Crosby extra point is good.
It's a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown.
See, when it looked like the Lions would have had they could have had a chance to get it to a field goal game, but it looks like with the time on the scoreboard, they gotta score pretty much. They have to score.
NFC playoff race time. We give you a look at what's going on there. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Gilmore, and he's gonna find Cam Baker,
As they connect left side.
and they'll bring him down across midfield at the 49.
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
To be honest, in the Lions' eyes, they really need points. Because you are 2 minutes away from ending up being eliminated from a shot to get to the playoffs. Gilmore, deep ball, caught. Cam Baker, touchdown Detroit.
Big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. A nice throw there by the
Now it looked like that was a bit covered, but Cam Baker was able to outrun his receiver.
One read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more.
Matt Prater puts in the extra point. Now the Lions are back down by 10, but they still need some stops.
Prater to kick off. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And Valentine Scantley's not going to return it, so this one's going to be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start out
And here's Jones.
and he's
And he'll go down at the 25, but for no gain.
second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
They'll go again.
And here's Jones.
Push his way forward.
And he'll go down at the 32-yard line.
Carry, it's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and thinking.
And here's Jones trying to power his way through, and I believe the Lions were able to get to him.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going
And now with a minute left, the Lions are going to use one of their timeouts.
As it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon.
And Baker, he'll go down at the 17.
48, and Lions will take over. So now the Lions down on the scoreboard. Time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they got the ball with a first down.
Gilmore. And that's intercepted. Wow.
Defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout.
And Aaron Jones. And he'll go down. And now the Lions are going to use their timeouts.
Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts.
They was trying to get it to a one-score game, but that interception might have just cost them.
On second and 12. Again, it's Jones.
Jones again,
To him quickly here as he snapped it.
and he'll go down. And the Lions are going to use their third and final timeout.
As it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Rodgers, and he's going to find Richard Westbrook. And it looked like he got stopped. Westbrook was trying to go down, so the clock would run out. But instead, it's 4th and 1, and the Packers are gonna go for it. Rodgers is gonna find Williams King, and he gets into the end zone.
And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
You get down near the
I believe Williams King wanted to go down, but he was like, nah, I'm just gonna get a touchdown. I'm just gonna get a touchdown to extend to extend our lead. Make sure we get the victory. Extra point is good. And the Green Bay Packers. How about them? How about them? So the Green Bay Packers, it looks like that they're going to get another victory, which is going to be their 11th on the season. And unfortunately for Detroit, their shot at trying to get to the playoffs this season is officially over. Because the only thing they needed to do was to win the rest of their games, and then they would probably be in the postseason. But unfortunately, that's not gonna happen. So Gilmore, his first season with his new team, he tries to get his team to the playoffs as he goes downfield, and it's incomplete, and that's the game. Well, Ryan Gilmore, his first season with the Lions, his first season trying to get his team to the playoffs, but unfortunately, this loss makes sure that it's not going to happen this season.
So for Green Bay, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year, and they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Well, you guys, that is the third team. The third team who has been officially eliminated from playoff contention. So, with the Lions lost, they are now eliminated. So the Packers win 38-21 against the Lions. I wouldn't say it was a lopsided affair, but it was getting a bit close. But Aaron Rodgers said we was not gonna give up this lead. We was not gonna give up any yards. So we're gonna make sure that we get this done. So here are the stats. Rodgers over 300 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And unfortunately for Ryan Gilmore, his first season as a Lion, not gonna come in a way that he wanted to. He really wanted to get this team to a postseason, but unfortunately that's not gonna happen with the loss that he took. He threw for 231 yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. This is a tough way to go down. Aaron Jones, 18 carries, 87 yards and a touchdown. How about DeAndre Swift in his first game, 9 carries for 63 yards and a touchdown. And Ryan Gilmore ran one time for only 6. And here's the receiving. Cam Baker, 6 catches, 148 yards, 2 touchdowns. Richard Westbrook, they couldn't keep him contained. 6 catches, 119 yards, 2 touchdowns. Josh Williams-King, 4 catches, 95 yards and a touchdown. Devontae Adams, 4 catches, 88 yards and a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, 2 catches, 53 yards. TJ Hawkinson, a catch for 30. And Aaron Jones, a catch for 11. So for Green Bay, this win now pushes them to an 11-2 record now on the year. And in Week 15, they will return home to Lambeau Field as they welcome the Carolina Panthers to town. Meanwhile, for Detroit, with this loss, it is all but gonna eliminate them from this year's playoffs as they fall to 5-8. So their chances of making the playoffs, it's done. But they will have a chance to bounce back in their next game against the Tennessee Titans in Nashville. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this game, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. On the road to 200 subscribers. It's your boy Dez, and we'll see you guys in the next game. Next game, Dallas and Cincinnati. And I'm gone.